not gonna like this, but here's how I would rank every single Transformers movie from worst to best.
I am Sammy J Reacts, and I'm coming.
And there's definitely more than meets the eye with this list. And if you've been here before, you already know the drill. We gotta get to the bottom of which one is on top. And if you disagree, don't forget, it's my list. I can't miss. Without question, in last place, we got Transformers The Last Knight. I mean, shit, it's got last in the title. Thank God this is the shortest movie in the franchise because they were just running out of ideas at this point. This movie just retconned a bunch of cool shit from the previous movies. Optimus went to literally go meet his maker, one of the worst villains of all time in Quintessa, who basically, as said, Optimus Prime. I did like the scene of Megatron getting all of his boys together. I knew it was Joker when we had Anthony Hopkins in this movie. There ain't no way in hell he didn't agree to this death scene without getting a big old Brinks truck. I gotta salute a bag chaser. Next up, I got Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Upon rewatch, I really don't like this movie that much. It's just missing that Michael Sauce flair of direction. It just feels so bland, boring, and ugly to look at times. This shit was called Rise of the Beast and they were barely in it. Scourge was a dope ass villain. I really like Noah and his relationship with Mirage. Plus that Bumblebee scene, don't call it a comeback, but just severely meh. Next up, I gotta go with Age of Extinction. I think if you shave off like 25 minutes of this movie, it might be in the top 2. There's just a lot going on. And there's a lot of stupid in this movie, like TJ Miller, even though they kill him. The Romeo and Juliet law that I never knew existed until this movie. But I'm a simple man. You give me Grimlock, the Dinobots, and Optimus Prime riding Grimlock, hey, yo, and I'ma like that. Not to mention the greatest villain in Transformers live action history. Lockdown, D1 Menace. The face gun is still fucking crazy. Just a little overstuffed, overblown. But we also had Mark Wahlberg. Sweetie, hand me my alien gun. You're from Texas. Why do you have a Boston accent? Don't care what you say, I like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Is it kind of ass? Yes. Do I love ass? Yes. It definitely suffered from the writer's strike at that time. But it's got top tier comedy moments, also some bad comedy moments. Shia LaBeouf is operating at an insane comedic level. It's a diesel-y tinge. King Calendar. But then you get, Mudflap and Skids, who I think speak for themselves. Simmons is the GOAT in this movie. One man, alone, I'm beneath the enemy scrotum. Although I really could have done without seeing his tidy white. Leo's hit or miss, but I think he's funny sometimes. You're still sucking the sack, bro. And this right here should be hung up in an art museum. Not to mention Optimus was in his fucking Duffy.
I am Optimus Prime. The more you fuck around, the more you will find out. I got them things on me.
Is it really a Transformers movie if you don't have Shia LaBeouf saying Optimus every 5 minutes? But he was packing up Decepticons left, right, up, down. The forest scene, when he died, a little piece of me died. And when he came back to life, I came back to life. Jesus Christ, Optimus Prime, Shia LaBeouf. They have risen, baby girls. The Jetfire scene, come on, man. The Fallen was a weak ass villain though. He got packed up real quick. Even though Megatron was made to look like his bitch, which would make Starscream his grand bitch.
I live to serve you, Lord Megatron.
Now I know what Starscream talks like that. He's got Megatron's meat down his throat. Gotta go with Bumblebee next. And this movie is really just E.T. and the Iron Giant if it was in the Transformers universe. I love Haley Steinfeld as Charlie, and I love her relationship with Bumblebee in this movie. They really took on John Cena and said, we can see you. That entire opening sequence on Cybertron was top tier. I almost busted a gasket. I was gonna say nut, but I just said it, so fuck.
I am Optimus Prime, and I'm coming.
Bring back this design, please. They took what made that first Transformers movie really great, the relationship between Sam and Bumblebee, and made an entire movie out of it. Genius. But in second place, we have what a lot of people might consider the greatest action movie of all time, Transformers Dark of the Moon. I don't care what anybody says, I love this movie for that third act alone. It's a big ass mess at times, but it's my big ass mess. Once again, the Transformers have been here before, but this time on the Dark of the Moon. I'll never forget or forgive Sentinel Prime for killing Ironhide in the back though. I had never felt such betrayal, the deception. Just looking at this gets me emotional. God, Shia LaBeouf is at the height of his powers. Just look at this damn scene right here. Just one of the best in cinematic history. Can't forget Deep Wang. Shockwave in the Driller, that building collapsing scene. That scene where Optimus flies in and fucking skates around and packs up Decepticons left, right, up, down, and then finishing off Megatron and Sentinel. By the way, this is the best Megatron design of all time. Why did he have to have so much drip? Look at the aura. He did that shit with one arm. Got that lick back for Ironhide and two-tapped that mother.
Besides, who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out.
That's called motherfucking bull. I'll tell you what Prime's not gonna be. A fucking Cybertronian shish kebab. Sayonara. But hands down, in first place for me personally, it's gotta be the OG Transformers from 2007. Reason number 1. You smell that? Michael Bay fucking cooked. Reason number 2. Reason number 3, this is the movie that made the Transformers relevant again. The action, impeccable. The comedy, hysterical. The characters, sweaty. The Transformers, immaculately realized. I thought they were real the first time I ever saw them. This is the movie that made Bumblebee iconic. The relationship between Bumblebee and Sam Witwicky, that's history right there, you understand? Man, I can't even tell you how many times I've been called Sam Witwicky. Are you username ladiesman217? Are you username ladiesman217? Where is the eBay item 21113? Where are the glasses? That scene where the Autobots first arrived to Earth with Steve Jablonsky's score playing? I could cry right now. The boy's pheromone levels suggest he wants to mate with the female. I just wanted to show him my cannons. Was cracking, little bitches. This place looks like a cool place to kick it. That highway fight scene lives rent-free in my head. It's crazy that this is all practical. Those are real cars, real fire, real robots. But let's get back on track on what really matters here, because this was a seminal moment in my adolescence. This is when I gained sentience. I had an awakening of sorts. I was no longer a child. I was a man who knew what he wanted. You could say I was transformed. But that's why it's number 1. Acknowledge it. Cue the music.